this trading forecast. Going to kick off with FX and then move into crypto. We do have FOMC this week and probably won't be doing much up until then, but I will give my bias on a few pairs and what I'm looking for and the direction, etc. So regarding the dollar on the DXY here, I do feel that this is just a pullback and we could potentially have another run higher. So just looking at levels of interest, we do have structure running through here, support, and we also have resistance here. So down into here around 105 seems like a nice logical area to look for more alongs, just to come up and take out this high. Whether we just correct into FOMC and then get a move down and then a sharp move the other way, we'll have to see. We'll just have to go with what price action gives us at the time. I can also put in this structure I've been looking at. Resistance could be possible support, but my main area is this one here around 105. So instruments I'm keen on trading. We'll start off with the euro, and we did raise interest rates, and yeah, price just reversed that whole move, which is not looking good for the euro. I am bearish on EURUSD. Main area of interest, we do have support here, support. So maybe this little consolidation will move up, and then we look to fade that move. Price action last week wasn't favorable. I did try and sell euro on Friday. Let me just quickly go down and explain that. So bearish, obviously, did have this level of resistance. You can see I did support here. Once we got that close and retest, I went short here, and it just broke back inside and came back inside of the range, which is a bit annoying, but just the way it goes. So we have this range. I am bearish. I would like one move higher, so maybe we use this as support and then use it as resistance on the way down again. So yeah, just waiting for that to turn. I am bearish on EURUSD and keen for another leg lower on that. Let's move on to pound. Pound also very weak. You can see we've had this huge bearish market, and yeah, nothing's really changed from a fundamental or technical standpoint yet. So still looking for more downside. You can see this high acted as resistance before, and then we have support here and support here. So at a key level for me at the moment, if I just draw across this, you can see that we've just spiked up and failed to close above. So if we go down into the lower time frames and look for some structure, let's go down into the 4 hour. Previous support and resistance, I would say this level. Resistance here, support here. We do have this top, so we have a range. If we can break out of one side of the range, retest, and then look for a continuation to the downside. Or if we break above, use this as support, break back below, then we can use it as resistance. So either way, my bias is bearish on the pound, and nothing's really changed, and I'll be looking for selling opportunities in these this week, and then we'll reevaluate when we do have that news out, and then we will take stock of where we are and see if we really need to change our plans. Now let's take a look at dollar yen. We did see some strength coming into the yen. Not too sure that's a reversal yet. Thinking we also get another run higher, and the levels I'm looking at, we have this support structure. We haven't quite hit it yet, and if we zoom in, let's just take a look at previous structure. Resistance here, support. We got this close below. If I'm bullish, I want to see a reclaim of that level and then look for higher prices. Until we get that reclaim, I'm not going to be getting into longs, because we'll be longing straight into previous structure, and I'd rather wait for a break, retest, and then get long. So bullish bias on dollar yen, although we did see some yen strength coming into the market. It hasn't really broke structure as of yet, and yeah, I'm still bullish on the dollar, so something I'll be keen on trading if we do get a proper setup. Let's look at Kiwi. Daily time frame. Coming into some structure, resistance here, resistance and resistance. We are sitting above some support at the moment. You see support running across here around 0.62 support, so a daily close below there and retest is where I'll look on the lower time frame for selling opportunities on Kiwi. Pretty similar with Aussie. Let's just get stock, resistance here, resistance. We've already had a reaction. We have support run through the market here, support here, and resistance. So maybe we come in a little bit deeper into that structure, but overall looking for bearishness. I've also marked out, just from a technical standpoint, these lows, just as it's quite clean. Support, support, resistance, resistance, support. So daily close below, retest, and then I think we could be in for another leg lower. So if we get a break above a retest, I'll evaluate what's going on in the markets from a fundamental standpoint and see if it lines up from a technical standpoint. But at the moment, I'm still bearish on this instrument. I'm looking for selling opportunities. And let's take a look at some crypto. And just going to keep it to the dollar pairs this week. We could look at pound CAD coming into some resistance, but at the moment price action is very choppy, and I would rather concentrate on just the majors at the moment. So if anything changes, I'll keep you updated. But let's take a look at, we'll start off with Ethereum. Scrumple up this chart. We can see we have huge level of support run through the market here, and maybe we get one more move up into that, and then I'll be looking for some selling opportunities. If you look on the daily time frame, we just have this consolidation. So you can see move up, small consolidation, move up, consolidation, maybe move up, and then this is the top. What I would do is mark out the top of this consolidation. As you can see, resistance, move up into that key level, break back below, and this resistance could be used as resistance again to get into the move, and then you just play it down to the next level of structure. So that's what I'm looking for in Ethereum. There's no point in going down into the lower time frames. We'll just have to wait for one more pop higher up into that key level, and then look for a breakdown from there. Bitcoin, have readjusted my levels slightly, just going with what price action is telling me. I actually went down to the line chart. If you go into the line chart, just to get these levels, support, 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 resistance and resistance, just to get a cleaner look at the levels on the chart. Keeping it simple, we have previous resistance and it's acting as support. If I am bearish this instrument, I want to break below and retest on the other side and then look for selling opportunities. But at the moment, structure is kind of bullish on Bitcoin, and we might actually see another leg higher in Bitcoin. But if it does break down, I'll be on hand to look for those selling opportunities. We'll look at gold. If we go out to 12-month chart, we can see this previous yearly low is what I'm looking at. You can see it runs straight into previous resistance, huge resistance and support. So I think this could be a nice bargain area to start buying gold actually. Maybe you get word of a recession or whatever, and people move their money into gold again. Gold's been getting slammed just because of the strong dollar, but maybe we ease off in the dollar eventually. Not at the moment, but if we do get another leg lower, let's go down into the daily. So you can see these lows, very clean, at yearly low, support, support, support. We just bounced again, but maybe that's a trap. One more leg lower and then look for a huge move in gold, but that's going to be a swing play and something I'll keep you updated on. I'm just looking at those yearly lows to go first, so which will be in line with another move higher in the dollar, and then maybe we'll see if things change fundamentally and look at gold. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at this week. Any changes or any trades I take, I'll post it into the group. We did take a small win in pound last week and then a loss in euro. The price action last week was not ideal, a lot of news, etc. So it may be the same again, and we may be patient, but we do have our bias. You can see if I go down into the hourly on euro and look at the price action last week, I wouldn't be too disheartened if you get chopped up here. I'd say a lot of people did. I did. And yeah, you just have to go with what price action is telling you now. And at the moment it's choppy range, and we'll just have to wait for another breakout on the other side. So don't be so hard on yourself. There's always another week to go. Just learn from this price action, and yeah, hopefully we have a profitable week. And any changes, I'll let you know, and any trades I take, I'll post into the group.